What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're gonna be painting this door with rattle cans, and we're gonna try as best as we can to paint match with the original color. Now first thing you want to do if you have to paint any part of your car is look up the paint code for your specific paint. In my case it's the Atomic Blue for Honda. Duplicolor makes great matching paint, but it does not make one for my car, so SEM makes one. I like this brand, I've used it before and it does very well. Now all the steps to paint matching this door I'm gonna wet sand the door first. I'm gonna tape around it, I'm gonna wipe it with rubbing alcohol, and then I'm gonna spray it a couple of coats, light coats, and then I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna spray a clear coat. Now here's all the things that I will be using in this video. This is the color matching spray paint, and this is the clear coat. Make sure you get an automotive clear coat. This one is a few dollars more expensive, but it's made for touch-ups and it dries better and water, because we're going to be sanding. Now when we sand the door, we're going to be wet sanding it with 600 grit, and then after all that we're just going to be wiping the door with rubbing alcohol with a lint-free towel. So let's get started on working on the door. Okay, now I have it just taped around. I will retape before spraying, but this is just for sanding. I will be sanding with a 600 grit, and I will keep it always wet with water, always wet, and I'm going to sand the whole entire door. Okay, so now sanding is done. There's some areas I had to go over with the 400 grit and then go over it again with the 600 grit, but most of the door I just went over it with the 600 grit. Now everything is masked up with paper, not plastic, because paint flakes off the plastic. And now we're ready to wipe it with alcohol and then give it the spray down. I got alcohol. Okay, Now that the surface is fully prepped, you need a mask for sure before starting to spray. You need the wind to be calm so it doesn't ruin your spray paint, and you want to shake the can very well. So I'm going to grab the can and shake it for at least 2 minutes. Get it nice and mixed up before we start spraying. And we're going to spray 3 coats, light coats, with about 5 minutes in between. And then after the 3rd coat, we're going to leave it for about 10 minutes to dry, and then we're going to apply the clear. And I go from side to side. I'm going to overlap and keep going. Okay, so I have put down 3 coats so far, but from looking at it, I think that I will need to put on just 1 more to make it look very good. But so far it looks great, but I think 1 more is needed. Okay, now 3rd coat is dry and it looks good. I'm going to throw 1 last 4th final coat, and then I am going to let it dry for 10 minutes, full 10 minutes. And this coat's going to be a tad bit thicker just to give it this nice coverage. Alright, so it has been 10 minutes and the base color is done, 4 coats, and now let's move on onto the clear. The clear, I'm going to do about 3 coats. I'll do as much as I can because I want to buff it later and get a good results. Now, the coats for the clear are going to be a little bit thicker just to get nice coverage so I can later buff it and not go through to the paint base. So let's move on and start spraying the clear coat. Okay guys, so this is the final results for the door. I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. The door itself, the new paint job is great, but it's not matching very well with the old paint, as you can see. But you gotta keep in mind that this paint is 12 years old and this is brand new. I'm gonna buff this door and see if that helps, but for the meanwhile, this is acceptable to me. I mean, the whole car needs a good paint job, but the paint job on the door looks good, but it's not 100%. You can't expect 100% match from a Rattle can unless the paint for the rest of the car is also new. So this is 12 years old, this is brand new. I mean, this is probably how the car looked when it was brand new. So this is the best I can get it right now. I'm trying to buff it and see if that helps, but for the meanwhile, this is okay for me. I mean, I can drive it like that, no problem. So I hope this video is helpful to you. If it is, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.